Welcome back to Questing Time. This is episode 18, part 3 of season 1, and the players are up to their necks in demons. They've been asked to chase down a stolen tanker bristling with weapons across the plain of Avernus, the top layer of hell, by a horrifying night hag called Mad Maggie. They've been given a dune buggy and a sort of infernal motorcycle to do this, and they've finally caught up with this thing, only to find out it's been stolen by a load of demons, and they're now having a big fight. Phillin's been quite badly injured. I think Claire and Jack have taken some hits as well. The Rough Knight, I think, is doing okay, but he does have all the hit points. And so, as we return to the game, let's hope for the best, that everyone comes through this A-OK and absolutely unchanged by the fight. See you at the end. Oh my god, one take. Matt, it is your turn. You've got a massive stomach wound.
Yeah,
Squeaks is fine.
Obviously.
But it was close.
Never, ever fuck with Squeaks, Paul. Whatever you do in the stream.
Oh, sorry.
Shouldn't have said that, Matt. Should not have said that.
Oh dear.
No, I just remembered that you cast a spell last turn and I have to make a wild magic roll. Some wild magic has happened.
Right.
So, Matt, you describe what you want to do while I look at the chart.
Okay, I'm going to... one, I'm going to use Tides of Chaos. I get advantage on this.
Okay.
But two, that motherfucker that attacked me, I am going to try and blind it with blindness, deafness.
Oh, shit. Cool.
And I rolled a natural 20 straight off the bat, so I won't even use Tides of Chaos.
Lovely stuff, but it's not the kind of spell. He has to resist it.
I don't care. The roll's the roll.
So he's...
When you're bowling, you're bowling.
What's the difficulty of your spells? What do I have to beat?
Oh, yeah, good point. It says you have to beat...
a million?
Yeah, 20 million. Let me get spells up. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's a Constitution save, and I've got to beat 14.
Yeah, 14, yeah.
And I've got... His con's pretty good. Are you making him blind or deaf?
Blind.
Shit! Yeah, his eyes go completely black and he starts to scream incoherently. He's now making every attack roll at disadvantage. He is blind, and annoyingly... Wait, hang on. What's true sight?
I don't know, but when I see his eyes go, even though I know he's not there, I turn to Mr. Hardcastle and go, I guess he's been smooking too.
I somehow hear it and nod approvingly.
Yeah.
I hold on to the big gash.
You've blinded a guy who could see everything. So yeah, that's a thing.
He ain't gonna like that.
He isn't. There's some stuff about to happen that you're not going to enjoy, but never mind.
I think I'm going unconscious.
We'll see. The other thing is that's another wild magic check, and we're out of it. But let's see what happens wild magic style.
Hopefully, a lovely ray of loveliness.
Ray of loveliness. One of the deadliest spells in the D&D canon.
And for a day, hell is just nice.
That is interesting. No immediately obvious effect manifests, but you sense a shift in the winds of magic because you've done something. I'll let you know if it manifests. Cool?
Yes.
Next up is Richard.
Hello.
You are big again.
Yes.
The thing is at least twice your size.
Is it? Am I still in darkness?
Yes.
But I know where it is.
You know it's near you.
Okay. Here's my plan. As a bonus action, I have a spell called Mass Healing Word.
Right.
Which if I call out, I can heal up to 6 creatures of my choice within range. Hit points equal to 1d4 plus something. So I'm going to do that and heal my friend.
Great. Roll. Do you want to make one roll for everyone or a roll for each individual person?
Whatever is more complicated. No, whatever is easier.
Literally dealer's choice.
Okay, I'll just roll 1 for everyone. That's easier.
Okay.
That's a 1. That's the lowest it could have been.
Yeah. So everyone heals, what, 4 hit points?
Yeah, exactly 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
And as you do that, I get a free attack of opportunity.
Okay, so this isn't brilliant.
This is helpful as darkness, huh?
21. This thing can see through darkness. Got blind sight. So that's 21.
Thanks, Claire.
Hope you liking those hit points, Rich. I'm about to take them back.
Okay.
How many damage is this? It's D6s. That could be a lot worse. Nope, that's pretty bad. This thing bites down on your non-magic casting hand, using your shield presumably as a focus. Your other arm, it just bites on the shoulder, and you take 12 damage
Okay.
as it tears into you.
All right. Lucky I put that extra 4 on because I now have 4 hit points.
Oh no.
Great times. And then, Rich, would you like to move?
For my main action, I will hide.
Well, I mean, how?
I'll kind of move away from him because he's.
Hang on, will he get an opportunity attack if he do?
No, he's already had one this turn.
Okay.
Unless there's a special rule, you get 1 opportunity attack turn. So, as you break away from this thing, you turn around and feeling the railings, you would step out into, light again, and you realise you're on the back of the platform of the vehicle next to the wrecking ball controls. But you can see everything again. You can see the big demon down there. Behind you, you can see a 12-foot tall, gorilla-looking demon.
Okay.
But just beating its chest and emerging from this pool of darkness, walking towards you. It is now his go.
Is it too late for me to say I could do this all day?
Nope, you can do that as a reaction.
I'll do that. I mean, it's obviously a really delayed reaction, so it looks like I'm now talking.
Was that you stagger early?
Yeah. I
can do this all day.
this.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Also, this is just me randomly saying things, Rich, in case this pans out. I don't want to say Chekhov's wrecking ball, but I'm just going to say Chekhov's wrecking ball. I'm just going to say that out loud.
It's got to swing back sometime, right?
Exactly.
Next go is the Balgura, the big demon looking, the big ape looking demon, which is going to
throw barrels down. Lots of.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's got a really long leap. Rufus, what is your armor class, please?
15.
As it sees its friend is blinded, and it's going to leap off of this and attack Rufus. So it gets 1, 2, 3 attacks. Oh, and it can cast a spell. Those aren't really super useful. Actually, no. It's going to. Oh, it can rage. It rages.
Oh. Motherfucker.
Shitting hell. The first swing misses. The second swing hits, and its bite just hits. So Rufus, it smashes into the ground with one of its fists, spraying fingernails everywhere, but misses you. Its second attack hits you for 5. Are you raging currently?
Yeah.
So you take half of this, but it punches you bodily with a fist about the size of your torso for 10 damage. So you take half of that. That's 5, and then it slams its jaws down on one of your arms for 12, 16 damage, which again you take half of. You take half of. I should point out, because this thing is now recklessly attacking, anybody attacking it next turn has advantage.
Yeah.
However, then it's the go of the blind demon. Who, Matt? What?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour?
Can you do me a favour and just read out Who Blue's comment? Because great.
Shitting hell. My hardcore can't find it.
Absolutely livid.
You know what, Claire? Does biting rough hurt it? It does. It does it for 1 damage, but it does hurt it a little bit. He's a spicy meatball.
Spiky
so-
meatball.
Oh,
Nice.
This thing is going to try and cast a spell on you, Matt. It shouldn't usually have to attack you with it, but it's going to make a roll to hit it. Can you... Yep. Matt, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom,
Yeah.
16.
Are you
With my
fucking
mod.
shitting me?
No, I'm not.
Oh, it's every
hardcore.
creature in a 10-foot radius. Briony, can you make a wisdom saving throw as well?
Oh gosh.
Try and get 16 or above, Briony, from Paul's reaction.
17.
It casts confusion on both of you, and both of you shrug off the effects.
We are already always confused.
Yeah,
My
you can't
secret is
confuse and confuse her.
And then it's going to try and use its pincers to attack Ruff because you're near it.
yeah.
Armor class again?
Isn't it blind though, so disadvantage?
It is, it's at disadvantage. Armor class, Rufus?
15.
15. Shit, yeah, no, it misses. And it's going to try and swing at Claire. Armor class?
13.
Right. That is 1 hit on Claire as one of these pincers slams into you. And you will take damage to the tune of... Are you shitting me? Almost nothing. 7. I rolled 2 1s on 2d10s. So take 7 damage as one of the pincers just glances you. That's a pisser. And then it is back up top of initiative. So, Briony, it is your turn.
Come on,
Okay.
we'll fight these guys. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to go for the big ape thing, if
Yep.
everyone's alive enough for now. And I'm going to do... I think it's got nothing... It's got no pockets, right?
No.
So it's not got the trinket we need. So I'm going to do Dissonant Whispers on it. And then fly, directly dive bomb at it. So whichever of them it's nearest, it has to run away from. And keep moving to keep between them and it. Because
Okay.
it has to run
Oh,
from
nice.
me.
All right.
So yes, that damage is... I don't need to roll, do I? 13 damage.
Right, it needs to resist. What's the saving throw it needs to make?
Wisdom 15.
I'm afraid it shrugs that off.
Damn it! I'm still dive bombing, I don't know.
uh,
Are we fighting Glabrizu?
you are.
Oh, someone's done his homework?
Yeah. Stop doing that.
You'll throw everyone off, Matt. You carry on like this.
Sometimes you can put Pincer into D&D Beyond, and you just have to match up the picture Paul showed you for a second with about 6 things between your turns.
So yeah, it takes half damage, Brian,
Okay,
but it's still. So what damage was that?
it was 13.
13, so it takes 6 damage. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
So if I'm dive bombing towards it... Can I tell it's shrugged it off and it's not running away?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't know, how far can I move because I got the springy feather?
Oh yeah, you can. I'll say it doubles your flight speed. So you got 60 foot for the time being, rather than 30.
So I'm
You
going
can
to
move further.
into the large truck vehicle that we're chasing
Yep.
and put the brakes on.
It's already stopped,
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I'm not going to do that.
but you can swoop into it if you want.
No, because what's the point? It's already stopped. Oh, except for I could
You
look
could get
for
the thing.
trinket. Yeah, I'm going to look
Yeah.
for the trinket.
Okay, so you swoop across to the door to the cab of this thing
Mm.
and look in, and on the floor there is the emaciated skeletal remains of an angel, glowing softly. Now, Ruff, it's Rufus's turn. Rufus, your turn.
I get advantage attacking Gorilla Motherfucker, so Gorilla Motherfucker is getting it.
Yeah, good. That is Mr. Gorilla Motherfucker, but appropriate. Please roll those attacks.
Oh, check me out. Right, with advantage, I rolled a 20 and an 18. So
That's a crit.
27.
That's a crit, friendo.
That's it, baby. So the damage,
Yep.
which I have a feat for,
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's 14.
Which we double, because it was a crit, to
Lovely. 28.
28. Jesus Christ.
And I've got spiked armor on, so it's going to take 2 damage there. And then as a bonus attack, I'm going to take the rough 22, and deal it another 13 damage, which, if we're still doubling, is 26.
We're not, unless that was also a crit.
No, it wasn't.
Fair enough. Well, Jesus Christ. Wait, hang on. How much damage was that last attack?
13, I think.
Shitting hell. By my maths, you've done this thing... Hang on. Like, almost 50 damage in one turn.
Yeah.
And what you do is you slam into this thing, you jab it with your elbow, slam into it, and it isn't just 2 attacks, it's just like a savage flurry. And you beat the gorilla demon to death. And as you do, it's knocked over onto its back, and it's roaring with fury, and you slam the axe down on its face. You've got a moment if you want to scream something, otherwise...
I'm going to scream, "Where's my fucking princess?"
As you slam this axe into the center of this thing's face, and then oddly, it bursts. Like it dies, and then it just sort of discorporates, leaving behind the little pool of this awful yellow ichor. But yeah, you've killed a demon in with your bare hands.
I like that. The last thing it heard was something probably incredibly confusing for him.
Yes. Matt, it is your turn.
Oh,
that was monstrous.
Well done. I'm buying that from the chat. Thank you. Thank you.
I think I just muttered to myself, "We're never going to hear the end of this." I see it in the corner of my eye. Never going to hear the end of this.
Nice.
Paul, can this thing in front of me with the pincers understand me?
You don't know.
What, are you going to try and talk it down?
No, I'm gonna try and suggestion. I'm gonna try and suggestion it pincer itself in its own anus.
I'll say 2 things. You don't know if it can understand you, and you do not know how many, if any, anuses it has.
I'll take that chance, and I'll hope it gets my implied meaning.
You're still going for it, Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I need to roll to save against suggestion? Remind me.
You have to. I think it's 14, but let me check. Wisdom 14.
Oh man, you guys shouldn't be hitting its wisdom. Its wisdom's pretty good.
Well, you got to beat a 19 plus. Do I have to add anything?
It's a flat. It's a 14. You don't roll.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
It's a flat.
I do the reading, but I don't understand it.
I know. I've got a 18 to resist. Sorry, buddy.
Would have been a sweet death.
I'm assuming you're moving backwards a bit to get out of smashing range.
Obviously, absolutely getting away from this blind thing.
Rich, your move.
Okay, who's still alive? Paint a picture for me.
At the minute, what you've got is the rough knight, sort of separate from everybody else, who's standing over the rapidly dissipating body of the gorilla beast. You've got this 4-limbed insectoid horse demon who's like about 20 foot tall, blind and raging, swinging around wildly, casting spells in random directions. Claire has flown to the front of the wagon, and Phillin is a good distance away from this demon, backing away, casting spells at it. And and so all of this is taking place near the back of the vehicle, and you are on the balcony at the back, next to the wrecking ball controls, roughly where you climbed onto it.
Can I try and use the controls of the wrecking ball?
Do you know what? I know I usually let stuff slide, but no. Of course you can. Of course you can. Why am I describing things and just being like, no, you're not?
No, can't use them.
No, you're allowed one. You're allowed one action. You're allowed to roll to see what you put.
I know.
You can make a wrecking ball attack, Rich.
I will.
Which is you are rolling. Make a standard attack. Fuck it up. Make a standard attack roll at +9.
Okay.
Can Briony give him Miley Cyrus Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah, I will.
Sure.
You don't need. Sure. Okay.
Yes, it has happened.
Oh.
Okay. In which case, is that add how much?
Add the D8. It adds a D8.
Yeah.
D8.
Just as long as she thinks you came in like a wrecking ball, we're all good here.
Okay, so it's my attack +9. Is that right, Paul?
Yep.
And then plus what I rolled on the D8,
Plus the D8.
which was 8.
Cool.
So I've got 31.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd hope.
Yeah. Can you roll 8d8 plus 4?
8d8.
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Enjoy the maths now, Soames.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Yeah.
13, 16, and I'm halfway through.
Sure you working? Sure you working?
2, 3, 9.
I've just realised Matt cast a different spell then.
Oh no.
That's a 1. So Richard, what did you get?
A total of 34.
Fucking hell. You slam into this thing and you hear bones break as this thing is knocked in a random direction, arguably towards Phillin. And yeah,
Arguably.
it's just you've hurt it very badly because these attacks count as magical as well, so it's not even halving the damage. Then what happens?
I believe Led Zeppelin's Immigrant Song kicks in.
And we wait the 14 minutes for it to go through the 5 styles that is in there. So,
where are we?
We come from a land and we don't know where it is, and that's very much over here. And if anybody knows where it is, please direct.
Phillin.
Yeah.
Wild magic gives you Hang on, I've misread that. Sorry, that's fine. Wild magic causes you to vomit butterflies.
This bad guy's one weakness.
Wait, hang on. 70.
Finally, wild magic works.
Oh no!
Phillin.
I'm so sorry. I misread that. Phillin turns into a sheep.
Of course he does.
Well, it was one or the other.
What happens to Squeaks? Is Squeaks now?
Squeaks is
He'll
just
get my back.
Squeaks is just scampering. Squeaks is just sort of like on the floor, looks up at this demon, looks up at the sheep that is now Phillin, and just sort of scampers out of harm's way.
Can I still speak and reason?
No, you can reason, but you can't speak. And it's the Glabrezu's go. Who's just raging wildly. Disadvantage on all attacks. What is your armor class, by the way, Matt?
As a sheep or as Phillin?
That's a great question. It's 10. Okay.
Hang on though. Can Matt roll Bardic Inspiration?
Also,
you can have inspiration for that joke, Rufus.
Thank you.
Also, sheep. I have fought them in real life. They're very wily. They're very wily.
Very wily.
They're hard to hit. Hard to hit. Try and ram them all you like. You can't.
You can't.
I've got good news and bad news.
Am I dead?
Yeah.
No.
I've hit you for 53 damage. Which
I'm
I think
out, guys.
is actually more than double your hit points.
Yeah, I'm on 10, so I'm out.
But
Bye-bye, little
Hang on.
There is an effect that is in play, which I'll get to in a second. What you guys see is, so Matt, I've got good news, and I'll come to you. But I'll come back to you in a second. But yes, what happens is
I accidentally hit heal instead of damage. Does that count?
yes, it does. So here, I want to be very clear what's happened here. You guys see this thing like limping from the wrecking ball, swinging around wildly with its fist. Its pincers catch Phillin the sheep in the neck, and then its other pincer comes and grabs him and tears him in two. And he bursts. Blood sprays everywhere. And it's Briony's turn.
Can I heal wounds?
On
The sheep?
I'm going to say no, because if there's a rule about basically overkill. Like I didn't mean to. I've done more. I've basically done twice his maximum hit point damage in one turn.
Okay.
I'm laughing, but I feel a bit sick.
Yeah. That's pretty upset. I think she's gonna head straight for the pincer guy. Paul, because I think I can use two-handed fighting. Can I do a spell and use my cleaver at the same time?
Well, the normal circumstances, I would say no, but I will allow you.
It's her equivalent of raging.
Yeah, we've just seen our best friend die, man.
I'll allow it.
Well, a colleague.
Sorry, you're right.
And actually,
I'm gently mourning myself right now, guys.
Matt, I would like you to roll a D100 for me.
Paul, no one's actually that near the pincer guy at the moment because Phillin was the only one near him. Then I'm going to use Shatter on his pincer while I hit him with the cleaver on his head.
Sure. Make a... What do I need to roll to resist Shatter?
Constitution, because you told us wisdom was bad. 15.
Shit! Yep, I've got a 2. Like, that's not happening. How much damage is Shatter?
This one's just 11 because I've run out of spell slots for 3rd level.
That's fine.
And then I'm also using my what's it called? Cleaver.
Yeah. This thing's pincer bursts.
And I don't know where my attack is. Attack! Butcher's Cleaver. Roll 20 plus 4. 1d6 plus 1. So 16 for attack.
That's a hit.
3 damage. Not much damage.
That's fair, but it's still a magical attack, so we cool. And then, as you're doing that, you're basically on this thing's back, jamming a cleaver into its shoulder. As that happens, there's a sort of green blur, and you see Squeaks just like at this thing. That's a 20.
Kill Squeaks.
No.
Squeaks
Squeaks on the attack. And Squeaks just rolled a 20.
Squeaks.
Thank God. I've zoned out quite a lot at the last 5 minutes, guys.
That's okay.
Like how being dead.
Squeaks
is savagely burrowing into this thing. Rufus, it is your turn.
Yeah. Right. Hang on. Just give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Matt, would you roll a D100 for me, please, love?
I've rolled it already.
What did you get?
The number? 62.
Are you fucking kidding?
No.
Wonderful. Cool.
Great. To come back as a poo.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
I believe I'm still raging.
You are.
Double rage.
I'm going to jump at Pincer Bad Boy, and I'm going to use Reckless Abandon to temporarily gain hit points equal to my Constitution modifier, which currently is +3. So I get 3 more temporarily, and I'd like to use the inspiration I got to roll this with advantage.
Do it.
$23.
That's a hit.
$14 damage.
Right. You cut off one of this thing's other pincer.
Yeah.
and just yellow jets of yellow and black blood just fly. His blood or not, just yellow or black liquid jets out of this thing across the landscape.
Which I artfully dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I then jab my elbow spike up under its throat.
Mm-hmm.
For 4 damage.
Yep.
And then as my bonus attack, 18.
Just hits.
8 damage.
It's still standing, but it is severely wounded now. Richard?
I take my shield and I throw it at his face.
Saying?
Fuck off.
You make an attack roll with advantage.
Fuck off.
Okay, that's 18.
That hits. Make your damage. Shit, your shield does radiant damage.
Yeah.
Make your damage roll.
2, 3. It's only 6. Sorry, 6.
Which doubles to 12.
12, yeah.
As the shield, this thing hears you go, fuck off, and this is the one definite thing it's seen, so it turns to face you, begins to summon the energy to cast a spell, as your shield slams into its brain, and it topples over backwards, dead, and begins to discorporate. And for a moment, everything is silent. And then wind picks up. And you can all feel a sort of wild magic crackle in the air, as about 20 minutes ago, Matt, you rolled a condition on your wild magic roll that reads, if you die within the next minute of the game, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell. Now, I'm going to ask you to roll another D100, and I'm going to let you pick what you are resurrected as, because it might well change your species wildly.
Oh, what? I got a 93.
So, you can come back as... Actually, I'm going to give you 3 options. I'm going to roll one as well. You can... Okay, your original roll was 63, which is a Lightfoot...
62 and then 93.
62. 62 is a Lightfoot halfling, which is exactly what you were in the first place. Your second roll is human, and your third roll is dragonborn.
Obviously.
Done. Pick a colour.
Red. Pink.
With a flash, nope, too late, you said red. With a flash, there is a massive, thunderous crack. And standing before you, where Phillin once was, is a 7-foot-tall red dragonborn. And I should point out, naked, completely naked.
Not the first time.
As the 3 of you just go, who the fuck is this? And the Dragonborn just says,
you're right, I don't know what happened. I think I fell in the custard.
Paul.
Yes?
What does Squeaks do?
He must be able to smell me.
Oh yeah, Squeaks burrows out of the chest cavity of this demon. And
I put my hand out to him like a cat.
Hang on.
Oh, well done, alternative hypothesis.
Oh shit! Squeaks now has wings.
Makes him a dragon. Drake.
Dragon.
More of a wyvern, but yes. Squeaks just scampers up onto your shoulder, and sort of nuzzles up against you. Thus,
honestly, I think I might cry a bit.
Yeah.
I never thought.
It's just a little bit overwhelming. I'm genuinely a bit.
I never thought imagining could make me feel this much.
Yeah. Oh God.
Also, fuck you, Paul, for making me have to do a lot of reading I don't like to do anyway.
Oh fuck.
Oh,
I was generally like thinking, is he going to make me pick another character? It's like, fucking.
Genuinely, I was like, oh, you've rolled the if you die in the next minute thing. That's fine. But what are the odds of that? And then I realised that was... I thought you guys would do better off earlier on in that fight. But yeah, that was... you're a Dragonborn.
Yeah, the chat keep asking, so I'm going to ask, does Ruff look at my naked shins at all?
I'll say this, you're a red Dragonborn. Your shins, if anything, look a lot more like Claire's.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
Hashtag shin twins.
Shin twins.
Yeah. Let me just edit your character sheet. So, Matt, certainly, amongst other things, you can now breathe fire.
Of course I can.
Yeah. And I would imagine Squeaks only feels a more powerful bond because you have become closer to looking like one another.
We can only assume. You went with red, yes?
Yeah.
Cool. You now resistant to fire, have +1 AC, and can exhale fire once a day.
Amazing. Fenrock just asked what I was exactly about to ask you. Is my memory affected?
No.
Good, because I have not got the time for that.
Does any in the resurrection do any of the Dragonborn traits like are we basically dealing with Phillin, but he's a Dragonborn, or is being Dragonborn going to change Phillin?
Let's find out.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
How could it change him?
He's alive, though, guys. He's alive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ed Fortune. Is my tattoo still there?
Yes.
Ooh.
That means it's very magic.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I just need to get a tissue.
I give Phillin a hug. Oh no, I give him some trousers and then I give him a hug.
Trousers.
Briony, would you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yeah. What's my wisdom? Sorry.
I'm generally still trying to comprehend this because in my head it's like I've died and you've woke me up in another body, which is exactly what's happened in this. But I'm generally like in my head going, what would Matt do if he woke up in a 7-foot red?
But
I got 13.
13? Great. Good news, Briony. You do not attempt to eat the body of the demon.
Oh, good.
But can we just say the other thing here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that was a wild magic effect.
Yes.
You literally could have rolled like, is made of bogeys, and you instead rolled literally the only thing that could have got you back in the game.
No, there's a couple of others that would have changed it, but yeah, the odds were against you.
I mean,
but Phillin on the plains that's where he lives.
Oh my god!
But generally, I've had more emotions in the last 10 minutes than I've had throughout all of lockdown.
I should ask, so what are you guys... this is clearly running a little longer tonight, but I think it's worth it. What are you guys doing now as you stand behind the...
crying.
And hugging.
Yeah, the Rev is like... He's not hugging yet, but he's like as close as he's ever been so far. He's just awkwardly like sort of tapping Phillin on the shoulder and saying, like, good to have you back.
I'm like, I don't know what's happened, guys, but I'm going to say it. You all look different from up here.
You're now easily the tallest member of the group.
Yeah.
I don't know how you do this, Mr. Hardcastle. It's not easy. I feel like a bit sick.
Is the amazing Claire no longer 16 foot tall?
No.
She hasn't been for a while.
More often it.
Guys, I found the trinket and it's not a trinket.
What is it?
It's like the dead body of an angel.
Let's eat it. I mean, let's take it to Mad Maggie.
I think we should take it to Mad Maggie and get the hell out of hell.
I'm going to say this. I've been feeling a bit funny and just coming back in this big body, which is surprisingly ripped. Let's never forget this. If I'm one thing about my character, I like to describe my body, but oh my god, am I 7-foot Brad Pitt in Fight Club?
With a dragon's face.
With a dragon's face. Yeah, I just think been an odd couple of hours. I was a skeleton. Excellent. I had some funny eyes. I died. Now I got a new body. I don't think this place is for me. I like the air one. I don't like this one. Let's take this back. And I'm going to say this, and it's very out of character for me. I think you'll all agree. But no more side quests. I want to take this custard to our friend the Cloud Giant and go to Sigil. You know what? I just want to get back to the theatre. I just want to get back, lie in my bed, which is too small now, and cry.
Paul?
Yes.
While all of that is happening, I've got in the driver's seat of the massive war machine, and I've been reversing it, turning it round back the way we came.
Fair.
I then wind down the window and shout, "Are we going or what?"
We all get on.
Cool. Thank you, by the way, for the follows. There's been tons in the last couple of minutes.
And I, as they're getting on, we grab Max and basically mount him to the front of the war machine and have wailing bagpipe.
Yep.
As we drive off.
And so, before long, I'm not going to go through all the faff of getting you back to Mad Maggie.
No, do, Paul, because I'm reading Dragonborn on D&D Beyond. It's a very useful resource.
I've already edited your character sheet, and also you've been resurrected at full health.
Finally.
As you make your way back to Mad Maggie, who is pretty much where you left her, near the pit. You drive up in this massive machine, at which point Maggie's like, "Hey, well, oh, what a pleasure to see y'all here. Well, I see some of you have been through a couple of changes in the act since you left me last time. Well, hell do what hell does, is what I always say. Now, you all got something to give Mad Maggie."
Yeah. I've learnt from not touching dragon's blood, and I use my sleeves to cover my hand, move the angel thing into the bedroll, and then roll it out in front of her to reveal the angel skeleton.
Oh, but it's not demon, it's celestial.
Yeah.
I still don't trust it.
Yeah. Oh, one of the cornerstones of my collection. I do not fully understand how those demons were able to liberate it so easily, but you rest assured I am relaxed and relieved to have it returned to myself. After all, what could possibly annoy the living piss out of Zariel more, knowing that I have the possession of her brother's body?
Oh.
Put this in the car. Now I believe a deal is a deal. Now y'all folks are still looking to get to Sigil?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you wanted to know one of the places you could get there. You want to know the location of a portal.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, you wanted to know how to open that portal.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
Which Briony, I suppose, is the nearest one. Maggie covers the distance between you alarmingly fast and sort of hugs you. And he goes, "Hey, you see over yonder?
Mm-hmm.
See that tall black tower with a sort of top on it that looks a little bit like a clawed hand?
Yeah.
5 separate towers. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, at the base of that tower, you'll find a number of standing stones. One of those stones, it's kind of abyssal blood rock, I think it is, but one of those stones has an archway carved into it. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere unless you tell that archway one of your deepest secrets. Out loud. Loud as you can. And then that archway will take you directly to Sigil. Just push on through, as if there were nothing there at all. Clear?
Maggie, do all of us have to say a dark secret?
Everybody pays the price. You buy the ticket, take the ride.
What's your dark secret, Maggie?
Well, fuck yourself, boy.
Okay, thank you very much.
I got dark secrets that'll fucking melt you.
I know, and I say this just because I hope I never see you again. You're a lovely person, but I just think you've lived a good life, and I just think if I could keep on just going in the world, just knowing something you've done, I think that'd be the most incredible story ever. I'm just saying.
Again, as if she hasn't been there, Maggie just crosses the gap between Claire and you in no time and whispers into your ear. I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage, please.
Okay, 19 first with, what's my wisdom again? 2, so 21. And then 16, so at disadvantage 18.
18, cool. Okay. Good news is this is not a permanent effect. But she whispers something into your ears and just steps back to the rest of the group. But over the next minute, you are silent and begin to uncontrollably weep. The actual truth of this has evaporated from your mind. You are simply left with an absolute feeling of like that it's the terror of an abandoned child.
Can I do something that is probably going to be wrong? I just hug her for a second.
She's gone before you get the opportunity to. It's like trying to hug. It's like trying to hug smoke.
I just end up hugging myself, but she gets it.
Yeah.
So
just to be clear, the nearest portal to Sigil lies at the base of that there tower. Now, I would be remiss if I did not tell you the name of that location, would I not?
Yeah?
Why, that there is the Tower of Arcan the Cruel.
So, Arcan the Cruel, I presume he guards the tower, she guards the tower?
Rarely. Rarely. He's usually off trying to free Tiamat.
Okay, so is it unguarded? Is it safe to get to?
Oh, fuck no.
Hang on. Who did you just say he was trying to free?
Tiamat.
The five-headed dragon goddess.
Yep.
So he's off there. He's not there at the moment. What dangers are around the archway?
Well, I should imagine that Arcan himself has left a number of guards or whatnot. Also, interestingly enough, Arcan himself is also, well, he's mostly a red dragonborn, except coast for his hand.
What's with his hand?
Well, it ain't his.
What?
It hears.
Oh no, it is not his hand.
What does it look like, though?
Well, it looks like the hand of the person whose hand it was before it was his hand.
Oh.
Do you know? I think we're dwelling on the wrong detail here.
Oh no, you are absolutely tapping into the juice here. Arcan's right hand is the hand of Vecna.
Which looks like
you recognize no, Vecna you would know, Richard. Yeah. Certainly Vecna is the god of undeath.
Right.
Vecna is bad. And Arcan is wearing... Arcan legendarily cut his own left hand off and now has the hand of Vecna as his own hand. Arcan is bad fucking news.
Because I'm just thinking, guys, if it's a red dragonborn, he's going to look like Phillin now. All we need to do is disguise Phillin's hand and we can pretend to be Arcan.
Oh, I cannot tell you how delighted I will be to watch this plan play out.
I think we might be better off just driving as fast as we can directly at that arch and shouting secrets as we leap from the car directly in through the arch.
Okay, that we can do.
I'm curious, what exactly will you be driving?
Well, this is our rig, is it not, Maggie?
Nope.
Wait.
Well, that's where... Well, hang on a second. If it's not ours, whose is it?
Oh, I think you'll find that their rig don't belong to me.
Maggie.
I look Maggie in
I believe the motorcycle and dune buggy I gave to y'all belong to you. I don't see them anywhere, so I don't know what y'all have done with them. But that rig is mine, boy.
Maggie, you're a reasonable woman, and the entirety of this place seems to work on deals. Were it not for us, the demons that stole your bones and the demons that stole this truck would be well away from here. But instead of that, we returned this to you. So listen, I don't need some massive great truck like this. Just another wee set of wheels that'll get us as far as that tower. What do you see?
Make a persuasion roll, please, Rufus.
And Claire also just wished to Rufus, we've got to pick up Halcyon. She has a vehicle. We just need to get the fuel to her. The car.
Persuasion roll, Rufus.
Yeah, no, I'm going to roll the persuasion roll anyway. I seem to be. I had elected independently to do that at advantage. Feeling pretty jazzy round about it. 11. Yeah.
Well, very well. We can come to terms, I'm sure. A new set of wheels is what y'all want, and all I want is one soul.
I say we use Halcyon. We're not giving her a soul.
Well, sure, I don't want to shut y'all up and whatnot, but I'm doing a deal with the bearded man.
Right. Well, we've actually got a soul with us. So, we'll go and get them, and we'll be on our way back. The deal stands when we return. Fair?
Fine by me.
Right. Let's go.
Also, just before we go, Maggie, I know this may not appeal to you, but my deity is the god Tyr. He operates incredibly... Okay, I just wondered if I could leave you a pamphlet. Maybe you could consider it, just if you were interested in changing your ways for more of a moral...
She takes the pamphlet from your hand. As soon as you let go of it, it incinerates.
Claire grabs Jack's shoulders and just tries to pull him away.
Richard, you can have it. Richard, you can have advantage.
Richard.
Not advantage, inspiration.
Inspiration, thank you.
Richard's become a Tyr witness.
Yeah. We will assume you guys make your way on foot back to Halcyon's tower, where she is delighted to greet you. And you can see outside of the front, like a couple of...
Volume's gone.
You can see Halcyon outside of the tower, just sort of like kicking a couple of... what was I going to say? Kicking a couple of like bits of demon or devil corpse off of the cloud. She welcomes you. Was like, "Yep, come on, quick in there, come on, inside. Did you get the stuff?"
Yeah, I handed the thingy.
Right. And she scurries down the fire pole, pours it into one of the many different entrance points on the engine, and you feel the tower come to life and just lurch off of the floor. She's like, "Right, great. So, did you guys find where we need to go to get you guys to Sigil, and then I can just get out of hell?"
Yeah, there's where that tower is, the 5 little stones at the bottom, one of them has an archway. It is guarded by like a lot of bad guys, but apparently if we tell it as dark a secret, we can go through the archway to Sigil.
Okay. Right. Here's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
And she makes her way up to like one of the upper floors and has, for what, a telescope, I guess, is the right thing. Like, Okay, there is what, to my eye, appears to be at least quite a large white dragon at the top of that tower. So here's the plan. I'll drop you guys off near, and you guys make your way in covertly, because I think if I give them an opportunity to, that dragon and that other one will probably just attack the tower. Now, I'm not a scientist, except that I am, but I'm willing to bet dragons are going to be better aerial combat than the tower is, especially considering it's mostly broken.
Has this thing got any kind of autopilot?
No.
Has this thing got any way we can make an autopilot, like using ropes and weights on various switches and the like?
To what end?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If you're piloting this and you're going to drop us near, those dragons catch sight of you, you're in the hole.
No. If those dragons catch sight of me, I'm back the elemental plane of air.
Oh.
All right. So, all right.
Whereas if we're all in the thing and the dragons catch sight of us, we're fucked.
So you don't need to get through this portal. You're happy to just navigate.
I hate Sigil.
Right.
Oh. And thank you, Halcyon, for taking us to hell.
No, you're welcome.
Okay. then we will. I think that's a good plan. We go near the place.
Mm-hmm.
We make a run for the gateway.
Yep. Now, your two options are we could do that right now, or you guys can have a wee nap downstairs first.
Oh, yeah, I would like a rest. Yeah.
One of us
wait a minute. Who's this?
Oh, this is Phillin. You met him before, but he looks a little different now.
Okay. Right.
Also, he's very quiet because he's coming to terms with the change within him.
And he just had a horrible secret from Mad Maggie, so he's going to be a little bit teary and silent for a while.
As you say, Mad Maggie, Halcyon kind of literally freezes and just goes. Right. Yep, let's hurry up and get out of hell.
Okay.
So, here's what I would suggest. I would suggest each of you takes a long rest. And then we will pick this up next time, friends.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow.
So you guys get a long rest. Top of the next session, you can infiltrate Arkane's tower. And we'll pick this up next week. I should point out, for those of you not aware, in Italy in November, I went out there I ran my first game for D&D in Lucca as part of the Devil Deals event, which was part of the launch for Baldur's Gate Descent into Avernus, and I got to run a game for some of D&D's art team, so Suzanne Helbig, Titus Lunter, Richie Witters, Bill Benham, who's one of D&D's producers, and a guy called Joe Manganello, who is a buffting and an actor and a really nice dude. And Arkhan the Cruel is his actual character. We had a lot of chats about it, and Arkhan Joe has one note. He said, "Should I ever use Arkhan in one of my games?" The note was, if you have to base him on any character at all, he was like, "I think to do Arkhan correctly, he's Darth Vader."
Okay.
At full tilt.
Why is it that every week it feels like we're out of the frying pan and into the horrible fire?
Do you remember when we were just really worried about falling off a cliff?
Yeah. Now, also,
that wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. It was only a couple of weeks. It was only a couple of weeks ago. And also, I think. I haven't done all the maths, but I do actually think that you have. I think, congratulations, guys, you are all level 6. So we'll have a chat this week about what everyone does in terms of dinging. I know a few of you are thinking about multi-classing. We will see how we do. So that's the player's first brush with death in Dungeons & Dragons. Now, I knew I had rolled the Resurrection Wild Magic thing, and I figured, well, there's no point telling them this, it doesn't have any direct effect in game. And then genuinely not mistakenly, but didn't deliberately kill Phillin, that just happened. And I figured, yeah, okay, we'll lean into this. Matt was genuinely upset about that, and I think maybe it'd be interesting to do a video with Matt where we talk about the death of his character in that moment and the emotions he felt, because they were real, demonstrating that my players might not know all the rules, and they might not know all the things their character can do, and they might not have ever looked at their character sheets, but they are very invested, and as a DM, that's kind of all you can really ask for. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you liked this session, dear God, next session is going to kick your ass. Next session, I think, is the season finale of Season 1, so there's a lot of stuff that comes up. If you've enjoyed this so far, it's a real high point in the run, and then we'll get on with Season 2 post-haste. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed, then please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. I've been Paul Foxcroft. This has been Dice. Bye-bye.